Actually has been reported a few times in the Chinese press and also in the Malay press. But until now, currently, there is a pending an inquiry with the medical council. A committee was formed to conduct this inquiry in order to investigate whether there was kind of a misconduct or infamous conduct done by the doctors, treating the deceased daughter at the material date at the hospital. So as to the nature of the complaint, I think the deceased husband and wife can elaborate on it.
Lisa Tan is my daughter. She has acute myeloid leukemia. She's only 17 years old. Her disease was diagnosed in June 2008 in hospital USM. Actually, she was initially treated there from March to June at USM and was referred to University Malaya in August on the 2008 for allogenic stem cell for transplantation. She underwent the treatment successfully and eventfully. She was then received outpatient care at transplant clinic. Unfortunately, her leukemia had relapsed. She was admitted hospital on the April 13, 2009. Her first day chemo started on April 14, 2009 until the April 18, 5 days chemotherapy. During her chemo, some of the staff, they didn't take precaution. They never wear hand gloves, wear masks, sterilize. That's why my daughter caused virus. Yes, infected. So on this day around 7:30 a.m., one of the housemen got flu without mask. I saw from my own eyes. She didn't take this precaution, but it's too late. On the same day, my daughter infected virus. Her condition suddenly dropped down because her blood count already dropped to 0.09 already. My daughter, she herself was inside the isolation room. So how can she cause all this virus inside the isolation room? I want to know how can cause this problem. I did complain to the staff, but the staff, they cannot answer me. I was really very concerned that day. That day I did talk to one of the consultants. You know how the consultant answered me back? Not involved. Not involved. Even if a doctor with flu got near this patient and also precaution not taken, not involved. Especially AML patient, my daughter, she is really very acute. Was informed to on-call doctor from 5 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. on the April 25th. Still no doctor came. Her inner throat, the oxygen from her mouth already changed twice. Still no doctor came to her rescue. Around 9 a.m., Lisa need to pass urine. My daughter Lisa. She need to pass urine. One of the staff came in. We thought she was helping her. Instead, I don't know what the nurse is doing to her. Father wait outside around 20 minutes. My daughter, she told Mr. Teng, this is father, that the nurse took the oxygen from her mouth. So I want this doctor in charge to give this explanation. How can they treat this critical patient like that? I was so shocked and cried out. I persuade this doctor to try hard to rescue my Lisa back to life. But this resuscitation done twice before my dearest only daughter left us forever. The last doctor came to rescue my daughter. He can't do anything. Shock of oxygen already, still want to take off the oxygen from her. How to explain this?
So I think they are in favor of filing a civil suit. Are you in favor? Filing a civil action against hospital concern?
Yes.
我要补充一下，我要补充一下，就是刚才因为我可能有一点太激动，有些东西忘记讲了。就是说，当急救我女儿晕倒下去的时候哈，就是说，之前2个小时我就看到护士把那些医药器材全部推到一边去了，然后到急救我女儿的时候，我全场是站在旁边的。后来医生跟我说我女儿已经断气了，然后我还在旁边还帮忙挤压，我还帮忙挤压我女儿。Dr. Hari 讲不要再挤了，你女儿已经死了啊。那时候啊，棺材佬一下子就已经到了，而且棺材佬在外面还没有我女儿还没有死之前7点多的时候，我老婆就看到那棺材佬在那边了。我女儿是12点半正式宣布死亡，我怀疑这个护士在等不及卖这个棺材，得到commission之下，赶快把我女儿谋杀死掉，所以可以赶快拿到commission。为什么他可以提早5个小时通知卖棺材的人在那边等？为什么不可以通知我1分钟？你女儿要死掉了，你要问什么你就直接问你女儿，要火葬要土葬，是不是？你可以预先叫棺材佬那边，你难道你通知我5分钟都不行吗？你都知道我女儿一定死了，是不是你有计划性的把她的氧气拿走掉？这个是很严重的问题。我希望政府部门如果看到这个报道之后会很快速的来寻找我处理这件事情，不要当作你有一回事，1年又1年的拖，以为这样子就可以把这件事情给冲淡了，我会继续寻找下去，就算最后3年到了，我也会叫我的律师起诉政府。最重要，这件新闻一定要曝光，不要给某些报纸隐隐约约要登不登，好像怕死这件新闻曝光这样。
Parents are seeking justice to be done. I mean, loss of life is regrettable, but they are pursuing this matter, hoping they get at least some explanation from the medical council as to why things could have happened that way. So whatever decision, we will abide by the decision. We are not saying that they are wrong and now or otherwise. I mean, the ultimate decider of facts is the medical council. We hope the decision can be made soon, because we understand that cases like of this nature, they are quite prompt with the decision. But for this case, it has been quite some time already. I either or whatsoever.
Is the inquiry really concluded or still ongoing?
Pardon?
The inquiry, is it concluded?
The inquiry is such that this is the first stage. The inquiry conducted by a panel of doctors. How many of them are doctors? 7. To determine, they will put forward the proposal whatsoever to the president of the Malaysian Medical Council. Actually, the function of the panel is quite administrative. They don't decide, it seems I was given the understanding they will forward their view and proposal, and the ultimate decider will be the medical council. This is the first stage. If the medical council finds there is a case to frame charges against the relevant doctors, against the doctors who had done some mischief or something, then the second stage, upon filing the charges, then the medical council themselves will conduct the hearing. That's the second stage. If there is no prima facie case, if the medical council decided that this inquiry upon the fact being adduced, there is no case, so that's the end of the matter. Close the chapter, no case. So if that is the case, then it will go to the second stage hearing, where lawyers are entitled to represent the deceased parents to argue the case at the second stage. So we haven't got the decision for the first stage yet. And but you see, I appeared twice in the inquiry. So I discovered that under the provisions of the law, under the Medical Act, there's little kind of a opportunity for the solicitor acting for them to participate in the inquiry. Each and every time I wanted to get involved by cross-examining or examining the deceased, the complainants, then I was disallowed by the chairman, because on the ground that under the Medical Act, there is no room for that. So I think that is not proper, because in any system, inquiry, the right to get involved, the right to be represented by a lawyer and to be active in the trial, in the hearing, which opportunity was not given. So I'm advocating there is a weakness in the current provisions of the law, which ought to be amended. Because it is one-sided affair, meaning to say, in an inquiry, the complainant can't even talk more. The complainant will only talk about facts upon being questioned, being post-questioned by the panel. Other than that, you cannot add any other things. Very restrictive, which is no good. So I have perused over all the sections or the provisions of the law. There is a weakness in it. I hope the health ministry whatsoever, a minister of the health can propose amendment giving rise to better participation on the part of the complainant, the right to be represented by solicitor.
There's another one you would like to say about this case.
Because
what are you expecting? Now what the parents are expecting?
The parents, there are two ways the parents are going about it. One of which is currently pending this inquiry, which has been concluded in the early of August this year. So we are waiting for the decision from the panel of doctors the panel of inquiries to come to forward their view, the decision to the medical council. It is for the medical council to decide whether there is a prima facie case or not for framing charges against the relevant doctors. 4 doctors were actually involved involved in the inquiry. So the ultimate decision will lie on to the medical council. That I think we are until now we are waiting for a decision. There's no decision as yet, even though the inquiry has been concluded. And the second step that most probably the parents will take will be filing a civil suit.